ridiculous job.
There's so many bands coming from all these different angles, and I think that the music scene in LA right now is as healthy as it was back then.
Taking massive amounts of drugs and alcohol.
I don't know.
And I like making music that I can feel and that people my age can feel.
I got evicted from an apartment.
You know, we work our fucking stupid jobs and we fucking hate them. I don't know.
Being creative in general.
The downtown alley dumpster rock sound.
And I feel like I'm still 15, I think.
My parents are really amazing people.
Mick Jagger, Jim Morrison, all those guys, man, Keith Richards and King Dynamite. On account of the way that I handle my business. I do it all night. All day. All right. So what you gonna say? So what you gonna do about it? When he comes down, when he comes down, when a motherfucking vacation comes to town, what you gonna do about it, Sunday? Or what you gonna do about it, Sunday? Say what you gonna, what you gonna, or what you gonna, or what you gonna, what you
taking massive amounts of drugs and alcohol influence your music?
Yeah, of course it has. We're trying to cut back on the drugs as much these days. We're getting, you know,
Carrot juice.
yeah, carrot juice. I'm drinking rice milk, and like I got my multivitamin powder these days. My fiber therapy.
Can we see your bicep? Can you make a muscle?
It goes like this. Interview time?
Tell me about the king.
King, man, long live the king. I mean, the king is dead, but he's not forgotten. This is the story of Johnny Rotten. That's all he has to say about it, man.
I tell you what, now they're one. So tell them not to go inside because I can't get no love. Can't go here. I can't get no love. Can't get back there. I can't get no love. Can't get no love. Can't get no love. I said I got to inform you. This room has been commandeered by the
If you're playing rock and roll music for whatever it's worth in 2005, you owe something to Elvis, right? I think. I mean, you could say there are other people that were more musically innovative and more authentic, you know, people like Chuck Berry or Little Richard, who I love also, but like, for whatever reason, that guy carved his notch in the American zeitgeist at the time, man.
Long live the king!
Long live the king! Ow!
Actually, Go to Town. We were up in New York, and it was a chick band, and they had T-shirts, and they gave me one, and they were so cute I had to wear it.
How was the band?
They didn't give me the phone number. They're alright. Yeah, actually they were pretty cool.
But there's definitely an underground scene here, like, but you just have to go there and find it. Sometimes it's hard to find. Sometimes people get scared to go, like people that want to hear new music kind of get scared to go to the underground because like they think it's underground, like a bunch of crazy people, but I mean, they might look crazy, but you know, just like normal people.
Pretty much the same person that I've had pretty much the same perspective on music, because I think once you start playing music, you kind of, there's like an arrested development, and kind of stop.
How so?
I feel like I'm still 15. I think that's what happens. I haven't really grown up much. Although recently I got married and bought a house, and so I'm growing up in some respects, but I'm still in a van, 3 months out of the year and sleeping on people's floors and stuff. So I'm still doing that shit. I'll be 38 in October, So, am I more cynical? I don't know. I don't think so. I think I'm as optimistic as ever about music, and I'll always be playing music all my life. It's just such a huge part of my life that will never change. That'll remain the same. There's been disappointments, of course, but then there's, that comes along with the good times. So, all in all, I don't know. I think it's been a fun trip, and I want to continue to do it until I can't do it anymore, I suppose.
This is the season for us to become longing for living. It's buried in the ground, in the ground, in the ground, in the ground, baby, in the ground. Wait out late in our premature burials. Wait out late in our premature burials. We are, hey, we are, hey,
Above all other art forms, even though I'm interested in all of them, music kind of hit me the most. It's the most immediate. I guess it's that aspect that you're doing something right then and there, at that given moment, however you are, however you may be, whatever place you're in, and you're sharing it with all these people. It's a real sort of, doing something in that kind of gathering, that experience is really, I don't think there's a way where you can get more close and more into people's heads and have them get in yours. I think that whole, for lack of a better word, bonding with the audience aspect is probably what's most fun. Being creative in general, pulling stuff out of thin air and turning it into something solid. I don't think there's very few things that make you feel better than doing something like that.
Memories that I had, and I was probably like 6 years old. And I grew up in Louisiana until I was 7. I was born there. And I just have this really distinct memory of going through a swamp in Louisiana with my parents and my sister, who's actually my big sister. And we were listening to a transistor radio, and Fleetwood Mac was on, and we were just like gliding through the swamp, and like moss was hanging down. It was like totally this ethereal thing that really sticks out of my mind of just like Gold Dust Woman, maybe? I really don't know, but we'll just say that. Definitely Stevie Nicks. But I mean, as far as like where I was just like, maybe Anagata Davida, listening to my mom's record. That's probably one time where I was just like, I tried to learn the drum solo, and that was definitely like a mind-blowing experience really early on about music.
Friends who were really into Randy Rhoads, who were when we were like 15 or whatever, were amazing guitar players, and I wasn't any good at all, and I was so intimidated because I was like, I shouldn't even play guitar because all these kids my friends are into Randy Rhoads and all this stuff, and they're, you know, shredding and doing all this crazy stuff. And then I had the epiphany when I heard like Black Flag and the Ramones. Was like, oh wait, this is good. I think I could maybe try to do. So that was where the light bulb went off. Like, oh, I could play guitar. I don't think a musician is, you know, like, it has to do with technical proficiency. It has to do more with, you know, soul and feel, and, you know, stuff like that. Yeah.
The more you suffer, I mean, that gives you kind of inspiration, you know? Like, if I won the lottery and shit, like, would I be as dedicated to music or anything, you know?
I think just music in general, it has to come from your heart. And it's in my heart, and I don't care about anything else. And I'm just trying to get better as a musician, and also just dedicate myself to it.
Without the struggle, you live in a luxury. But now we gotta struggle to live in something. It's time, keep it down.
suffering.
Plenty of experimental music out there, and some of it's just fucking boring, you know. And then people just say, "Oh, I want to be experimental," and they don't. I mean, you can tell that they're not feeling it, you know. They're just doing it to be anti or whatever.
Bands that don't tour, like just musically speaking, you know, it's like bands that don't tour are fucking lame, you know, like touring.
What do you
Because
think
touring is fucking amazing. You meet
Touring
different
is life.
people, like you struggle to do it, and that's great, you know. It's like you suffer, you eat fucking crap, you're like stuck in a car for fucking, you know, a month or something, and you know, it's miserable, but it's beautiful. You know what I mean? Like it's just kind of a fucking really, it's an experience that you can never have in anything else, you know. So. I just fucking hate working, you know. I hate dealing with that shit and like struggling to pay bills and like, you know, fucking like every bill I have is fucking past due, and you know, all the fucking late payments and shit, and like, you know, it's like, but at the same time, like last year I made a ridiculous amount of low money, you know. I just didn't make any kind of money, and like, but I made it, and it kind of fucking inspired me. I was like, fuck, dude, I made it on that. Fucking, I'm like below the poverty line, and fucking I made it. It was kind of like, I was driving home one day, I was just like, fuck, dude, I made it. I was like all proud of myself and shit, just like, fuck yeah, dude.
I just think experimental music has to be, you know, has to stimulate you in some way, or stimulate
an audience too.
Stimulate the audience, stimulate the heart and the mind.
You know, if it stimulates you, it's going to stimulate other people.
Yeah, that's.
too.
I mean, the main thing is stimulating yourself. Yeah.
So it all boils down to self-stimulation.
Yeah,
basically.
Hello, Casbah. 11:30.
It goes on 11:30. I was drinking beer in public.
Greg, define postmodern. Eugene, define pretentiousness. Carla, define art.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
I don't know. Especially
There's
not
no place
in
like home.
Hard at work?
Oh yes, it's all about the curling of the cable.
What you got? I got a pony. A pony? A pony. What you got? Dylan, what you got? I got a hamster. A hamster? What you got? What you got?
I got a fish.
A fish?
A fish.
What you got? What you got?
I got a frog.
A frog?
A frog.
What you got? What you got?
I got a lizard.
A lizard?
A lizard.
What you got? What you got, Brandon?
I got a turtle.
A turtle?
A turtle.
Keith.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Can you tell me how Bob Dylan has influenced you? And what you like or dislike about him?
No.
What do you like or dislike about Jaco Pastorius?
That's a good question. I like him because he's was an innovator, and he definitely played the bass unlike anyone else. And in terms of soloing, in terms of just opening up the range of what the bass could do. I think I probably wouldn't always want to play like him because he was played so much, and it was so. I mean, it had to be him. And you want to take bits and pieces of what he did. You wouldn't want to sound like him all the time, but I mean, you can't really say much bad about him, except maybe he was a little wacky and wild in his personal life.
I have a lizard.
No way. What's your lizard's name?
Gary.
Gary the lizard.
No, Scary.
Oh, Gary the lizard. That makes more sense, doesn't it? How about you?
I have a dog named Cuddles.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's Mr. Cuddles to you.
Hey, Jason.
What's your favorite John Waters movie?
I like Serial Mom. I thought that was a really good one, and I love Desperate Living. And I like the one with the foot stomper. That one's a good one. Which one's that? It's from like '82 or something.
Polyester?
Polyester. Love that. And I love the song, the Francine song. It's awesome.
Can you dance the robot with me? Anybody? Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. If I have to potty and no bathroom is around, or when I'm in the grocery store and mommy can't be found, no, I don't think I like it. I don't think I like it. I don't think I like it very much. I don't think I like it. I don't think I like it. I don't think I like it very much.
So I'm enjoying this delicious croissant. Because food gives you energy. You need energy.
Why?
Because it makes the world go round.
Love makes the world go round.
That might be a groggy.
Can we get a kiss?
Might be a goofy.
Sure, Jason.
Gwendolyn.
What? You like seafood?
Yes.
And she's like, you can stay here, but you guys just gotta take a shower.
Yeah, and then they shower and it doesn't matter because their clothes are not washed for like a month. And that was totally when I saw Captured by Robots.
Right. Today's the 15th. Nice up there. Before Deepak, we had Aaron Embry going back a few years, and the song was called Cheshire Moon. And ladies and gentlemen, this week I promised to play a brand new Aaron Embry song. Do you know where the Aaron Embry song was recorded, or when it was recorded, or anything?
No.
How did you get it?
From undisclosed sources.
There's an underground of Aaron Embry fans that are trading music, I guess. Actually sending me in the mail, or how did you get it to me? He handed it to me.
He just
At the
brought it.
demolition party.
Brought it in his pocket.
So because maybe it was never in the mail, it's probably legal for me to play it on the radio then.
We had a caller call up asking how to get Aaron Embry CDs, and the answer is you really can't. So listen to the Demolisten shows.
Yeah, or tape our show, or call up and say, "Hey, play more Aaron Embry," and then I'll do it. And then you tape it. Or here's the other way. You go to www.hero.com. That's hero like superhero, like Superman. HERO. Hero.com/demolisten. And there's 2.5 years of Demolisten archived.
And if that gets confusing, you go to KXLU.com and you go to the calendar, and then you click on Demolisten, and then you can listen to them there.
Wow, it's so complicated, but yet it's so easy.
Like driving.
Hi, Devin.
Oh, really? Hey, why don't you tell the radio why you're not here?
What? Hello?
Why don't you?
Because I live too far away.
Where do you live?
I don't live too far away. I work too far away, excuse me. Am I on the radio right now?
Yeah, you are.
I'm not prepared to be on the radio right now, so...
He's so slow, man. He's so slow. Oh, you gotta cut that part out. I can't. And if you put your cell phone in your pants, I'll call you.
Okay. Are you talking to me?
Anybody.
Oh, okay.
I'll do it to anybody.
Okay.
I enjoy it. The Bomb Shelter is up next with Uncle Tim. This has been Demolisten. Send us your tapes. My name is Fred.
My name's Octavius.
Check us out at demolisten@yahoo.com, hero.com/demolisten, KXLU.com, blah, 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 blah.
Etc. Does anyone know how to play this record over here?
Yeah, you see the thing that says TT2?
Yeah.
Put the lever up there to about where that screw is.
Okay, cool.
And then press that.
And just push on.
Yeah, but first press that other button that says Q.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's gonna sound a lot better. Now then you press the red button that says on.
Alright.
Yeah.
You guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Hello. I don't know if you guys know me. I'm Adam Baum. I used to be on KXLU like a long, long time ago. Probably when a lot of you guys were little kids. But Mr. Fred Demolisten is very shy. He refuses to get on stage, so I just want to let everybody know we appreciate your support for KXLU, particularly in this era of clear channel dominance and Janet Jackson Gate and all that bullshit. We appreciate your support, and you could do your hand and spread the word. Fuck the fundraising. The way to build it up is just to spread the word, tell people about KXLU, what it's all about, and Demolisten. Fred, you're the man. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, get ready because I'm about to present to you one of the finer bands in Los Angeles at the present time, regardless of a club telling them whether they can play or not. I present to you Paloma and the Sharp E's.
Let go,
Can you tell me about your pants? Where you got them?
Pants are a sweet find from Oh, thank you. They're from St. Vincent de Paul. And the best thing about them is like I paid like $3 for them, and then when I brought them home, I was like checking them out, and there was a $20 bill in the pocket. Crazy.
Different from the other places that you play?
The Smell is a very special place. There's not really any other place like it in LA. It's
what
like
makes it so special?
Well, number one, Jim Smith, of course, makes it special. I mean, he runs the place. It's a place where anyone can go. It's all ages. It's a place where they only charge $5 almost every night. Every night I've been there, there's at least one band that blows me away. So there you go. Yeah. It's Los Angeles. It's the downtown alley dumpster rock sound that I think LA needs.
Start a birthday party cover band with David Kottner, you know, the writer that writes for the LA Weekly.
Okay.
But that never happened because, you know, it seems sacrilegious, but that's kind of the joke.
What's your favorite birthday party song?
Oh, that's not really fair. I don't think I have one, to be honest. Everything they do is amazing. Although, no, I don't have one.
All right.
I mean, but what I really like is like a rare song. I know like, so they had that band, the Boys Next Door, pre-birthday party. You ready for this? Not many people know.
I'm not.
Oh, they're rad. So like it was them as like teenagers, like rocking out, doing Iggy and Stooges and stuff like that. And they have this one song called Shivers. And I guess Nick Cave recorded it with Low, like live with Low. He did a rendition, horrible. But this version, I mean, they were like, I don't know, 17, and like that song Shivers is just like, I cried the first time and it was like really nice because I really relate to the whole like doing bands when you're really young.
Yeah.
I really like that song. It's fucking hot here, Paul. I know. It's getting hot. And you know, hotness leads to clothes being taken off. And getting clothes taken off leads to the yeah. Let's get naked. And after the yeah. That leads to a cigarette if you want.
So we were just talking about clubs. And
Yeah.
You mentioned like you don't like bars as much as like the all ages places.
Well, half the reason is I can't get in bars. But
how old are you?
I'm 20 years old.
And the rest of your bandmates are?
Yeah, I'm the oldest. Two are 20, one's 19, my brother's 17.
Okay. And you like playing these kind of places with hoodlums like that?
Yeah. Wow. Well, I mean, we've had, you know, really great shows at bars and like the Troubadour or like Spaceland or whatever. So I don't dislike those places. It's just like a totally different thing, you know. I mean, first off, those places usually have better sound, which is always a plus. But I mean, here it's not going to cost you more than $5 to get in. It's kind of like people can take more of a chance, like, oh, I'll go pay $5 and go see these bands. Kids have more control here. I feel like, you know, my friend put on the show. I know the people who work here. There's not many security guards pushing us around. It's you know, not to be like lame, be like it's more punk, dude, or anything like that. But you know, it's a bit more of a free environment, I think.
So tonight I hear you're gonna dress up like Glenn Danzig and the Misfits.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be a costume party. I've only seen like 4 people dressed up, but yeah, we're gonna dress up.
Let's see what we got here.
Sleeveless. And got some armbands and such, you know.
Are you a big Misfits fan?
Yeah, huge.
Do you like that song Hybrid Moments? Have
Love
you ever
that
heard
song. Yeah.
Cool.
That's a great song. They're like punk, you know, but it's kind of like Ramones meets like 50s doo-wop shit meets like a gothic horror vibe. I saw Danzig at Amoeba and he was like looking through horror DVDs and he was like bald and shit. Like it was kind of sad, but I mean, you know. I love you, Glenn. You know, whatever. I come from a different place musically.
Where'd you come from?
I started with like, my dad sat me down when I started playing guitar when I was 10, played me Rust Never Sleeps, that Neil Young record, and said this is what you need to be listening to, and I never stopped. And Neil Young's my favorite. So from there I got into classic rock and then psychedelic stuff, and then drugs got involved, and, you know. So coming into this band, I was really into like minimalism and really just as out there as it can be. You know, I was just that kind of place where I wanted to make noise and kind of fuck with soundscapes. And what's so cool about this band is that it's willing to take that, it's willing to take noise, but it wants to write a pop song, you know? So I kind of feel like it's cool for me to be in the band and bring all this noise and this long songs and take the challenge, like let's make a pop song, make something, you know, that is more relevant to like human life. Because all that stuff I was listening to, like I love emo and I love all that, it just isn't relevant to at least kids my age, you know? And I like making music that I can feel and that people my age can feel. So it was cool coming to this band. I'm really glad I got to do it.
Cool. And what's your name?
I'm Jeff Lynn.
Cool. Thanks a lot.
Sure thing, man.
I play drums.
And you're the brother of Evan, the singer.
Yeah.
Do you guys find that being in a band, you've only been in the band for a couple months?
2 months?
Couple months, yeah.
Do you find that it causes any tension, or you guys argue more than the other members? Or?
Yes, definitely. Well, Evan and I are really close, and even when we play live, we have good connection because we've been jamming together since we were young. But songwriting, it gets tricky because we both have pretty strong egos and ideas about what the music should be. They don't always agree or line up exactly, and I'm really stubborn about my creativity, as is he, so sometimes we scream at each other a bit.
Do you have any typical specific conflicts? Like, do you want to be more poppy, he wants to be more noisy, or vice versa? Or what are the...
Well, sometimes he tells me what drum beats to play, and I fucking hate it when he does that, when I want to cut off his penis and his balls so he can no longer have orgasms. Because I don't tell him how to sing or play guitar.
What you wanna hear?
Michael.
And how long have you been in this band?
It's been like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. I think 4 maybe, almost. It's 4, yeah, something like that. Since the beginning, I don't know.
Okay. How do you feel now? You're 20? 19. Have you gotten to the point where you're looking at this band and music as a life choice, as opposed to is this still kind of like a hobby or a fun thing to do, or is it something that you're willing to be starving and suffering and working shitty jobs for years and years, and chances of making a living at it are nil? And
yeah, no, I'm ready. That's why I'm doing it. I mean, yeah, it's what I want to do every day, and can fill my days up with just doing that. I don't really want to do anything else. I mean, I'm going to school right now, but that's just so I can be supported by my parents right now.
And you're willing to sacrifice financial or consumer gratification to do that if necessary?
Yeah, whatever.
Just tell me in your own words how you view the music scene in Los Angeles right now in 2005, and maybe tell your likes, dislikes, or your opinions about it, and maybe compare it to 1979 or 80, 81 in LA.
Okay, well, there's a real strong comparison, and that is that there's a really cool underground scene going on right now, and as you can see by this place, it's just a big cement warehouse. A lot of the earlier shows back in the late 70s, early 80s were held in places like this. Word of mouth, somebody passing out a few flyers. We didn't have the internet then, so Big difference. Well, we just had to go out and like hustle up the action ourselves. But one of the really cool things, the comparison is that back then, all the bands, there weren't a zillion bands, so each band had its own personality and each band stood out from all the other bands. There's a bit of that going on right now, like say, if you listen to Wires on Fire, or you listen to The Tents, or you listen to 400 Blows, or you listen to Radio Vago, or you listen to Viva K. I mean, there's so many bands coming from all these different angles, and I think that the music scene in LA right now is as healthy as it was back then.
The loft we have here is very conducive to making music and practicing, and it gives us a chance to play music loud, and there's a lot of good things about it, you know. And there's a good sense of a sort of a weird community going on around here in a way, you know, that's, I guess, on some level inspirational, and you know, it's good to be exposed to it, and it's depressing at times to be down here, quite honestly. One thing that Los Angeles seems to have currently is there's an opportunity for a lot of different people to make lots of different kinds of music and have a venue to play it at, you know. There's a lot of opportunities, I think, for your music to be heard. You know, it comes to mind is like the Fold and Silverlake and those kind of clubs, you know, Silverlake Lounge, and you know, the Echo, those kind of places where you can play your music and do your thing, and the promoters there are very nice people, and you know, they're supportive of local bands, and it's, you know, the weather's great, so you can play all the time, and you don't have to worry about, you know, getting caught in a snowstorm and that kind of thing. So I think it's a fertile thing. It's a fertile ground for bands to do their thing. And you have extremes, you know, you have different types of music going on. You have like the Sunset Strip thing going, and there's some, you know, neat things happening in little places there too. So I think it offers a lot. I think it's a really great city for music.
Fucking fuck Bush! Fuck George Bush, alright? Fuck George Bush! Fuck Bush! Alright? Fuck that stupid ass motherfucker.
Velvet Underground to the Stooges to the MC5 to the Ramones, Television, Johnny Thunders, Heartbreakers, New York Dolls, all those bands. They pushed the envelope of rock music. That music just changed the face of music today, like I said, and influenced me a great deal because it was real.
It's my job. It's what I love to do. You know, it's better than fucking bartending. It's better. You know, it's when I have to go to a place and set up and drive and play, find a place to sleep, party, whatever. That day-to-day life to me is that's what it's about. You know, that's what I like to do. So I love it.
Tell you what, we'll meet again next month. I've got a great feeling. Get that thought, I've gotta take this call.
Why can't it be a yes or no question? How about yes? No? No. Well, yeah, being a musician in my 30s right now and struggling and being broke and having to deal with the reality of the situation is a drag. It sucks. And most of the time I feel like quitting at this point. Yeah. Rock and roll is hurting now. Hurting.
How much longer do you think you're gonna want to do it?
I think I'll always be playing in a band, unfortunately.
That's cool, right? How'd you like that song?
How much longer can you do this? A couple days. More days? Yeah. That's good. But I'm a musician, you know, so it might not be I'm touring in a rock band, but I'll be playing music forever. All right.
Hear that? Rock and roll!